My stomach growls like Jupiter's thunder rolling through the forum. It echoes off the cracked plaster walls of my fifth-floor apartment, announcing to all of Rome that today I am a man with a mission. Not conquest, not glory, just one simple, honest meal. Well, honest-ish. Fortune favors the bold, they say. But in my experience, fortune mostly favors the sneaky, the clever, and the slightly desperate. And friends, today I am all free. Welcome back, everyone. Tonight we're traveling to another world, one built on legendary stories and the wonderfully absurd. I wake on my straw mat as the Roman sun creeps through the gaps in my shutters like an uninvited guest. The air smells of smoke, unwashed bodies, and yesterday's regret. I survey my food stores with the grim determination of a general surveying a battlefield after defeat. One corner, crumbs. Another corner, memories of yesterday's pulse, that gray porridge that tastes like disappointment mixed with water. A clay pot, completely, tragically empty. But today is different. Today, I have plans. Multiple plans, actually, each more brilliant than the last. I crack my knuckles like Caesar crossing the Rubicon. Rome wasn't built in a day, but my breakfast strategy certainly will be. I spotted immediately a glint of bronze near Flavius the baker's stall. A coin, dropped by some careless patrician who probably wipes his backside with silk and doesn't know what hunger feels like. This requires precision, military-grade timing. I study the baker's movements like a hawk watching a field mouse. He turns left every 12 seconds. Foot traffic flows heaviest near the fish stalls. I'd practice my casual stroll, hands loose, expression bored. The walk of a man who definitely isn't about to commit minor bronze-based larceny. 5 minutes of reconnaissance. I move. The swoop is perfect. My hand closes around the coin with the grace of Mercury himself. Victory surges through my veins until I actually look at it. It's not a coin. It's a worthless metal slug, probably discarded by a blacksmith. I pocket it anyway. Phase 1 reconnaissance, I tell myself. Intel gathering. Definitely not a complete waste of time. The market is alive with voices, smells, and opportunity. Beneath Cassius the fruit vendor's stall, I spot them. 3 perfect grapes. Casualties of commerce, lying in the dust like fallen soldiers. There's just one problem. A vigilance officer stands nearby, looking bored but alert, enough to ruin my day. I need a distraction. Something theatrical. Something memorable. What follows is the greatest sneeze Rome has ever witnessed. I stumble forward, arms windmilling, spinning like a dancer possessed by Bacchus himself. The sound that erupts from my throat could wake the dead in the catacombs. People jump. A woman clutches her child. The vigilance officer actually steps backward. In the chaos, I drop, snatch the grapes, and rise smoothly, wiping my nose with exaggerated drama. I eat them immediately. Seeds, dust, dignity, all of it. This, I announce to no one in particular, is my greatest military achievement. Alexander the Great conquered Persia. I conquered 3 grapes. We're basically the same. My neighbor Marcus Aurelius, no relation to any famous emperors. Just unfortunate naming is hosting a dinner party. I can smell roasted meat from 5 floors away. My mission: gain entry as a traveling poet. My disguise is flawless, by which I mean terrible. A laurel branch I definitely didn't steal from a temple. A borrowed toga with stains I'm choosing not to think about, and my entire poetic repertoire. One verse about a goat who ate a cabbage and immediately regretted his life choices. I approached the door with the confidence of Virgil himself. The doorman, a man built like a siege tower, looks unimpressed. I recite my poem, all 12 painful lines of it. My metaphors make no sense. My rhythm is criminally bad. The goat subplot goes nowhere. 3 seconds later, I'm airborne. The doorman has literally picked me up and thrown me into the street. I land in a puddle that smells suspiciously like the stuff that flows from the Follonica down the street. Intelligence gathered, I tell myself. Dignity dripping. Reconnaissance successful. At the Tiber docks, old Gaius sits beside an unsold fish that's seen better days, possibly better weeks. It stares at me with dead eyes that somehow still judge. But I am a man of stories, and stories, I've learned, can be currency. I launch into an epic tale of my military service in Gaul. Battles I never fought, legions I never joined, a general named Maximus Ridiculous, who definitely never existed. The geography is impossible. The tactics are absurd. I described fighting Germans in a region that's actually populated by friendly sheep farmers. Gaius listens, eyes wide. Either he's genuinely impressed, or he just wants me to stop talking and leave. He hands me the fish. I clutch it like it's the golden fleece itself. Victory smells like questionable seafood, and I've never been happier. I make it exactly 4 streets before disaster strikes on 4 legs. A stray dog, mangy, determined, and apparently starving even worse than me, catches the scent. Its eyes lock onto my fish with the intensity of a gladiator entering the arena. The chase begins. We tear through the forum, under market stalls, past startled senators who shout complaints I don't have time to hear, through a Follonica where we both crash into hanging togas, emerging covered in cleaning solution and shame. I try everything, feints, misdirection. I climb halfway up a statue of some long-dead consul. The dog waits below, patient and hungry. Finally, salvation. A passing cart loaded with amphoras. I leap aboard with the desperation of Icarus fleeing the labyrinth, fish held overhead like a trophy. The dog howls behind me, defeated but not deterred. Tomorrow, his eyes promise. Tomorrow, we finish this. Back in my apartment, I arrange my spoils with the ceremony of a triumph parade. The questionable fish. 3 grape stems I forgot to throw away. This morning's stale pulse somehow even grayer than before. I recline on my mat like Emperor Nero at a banquet. I narrate each bite as if describing delicacies from Palatine Hill itself. The fish is mostly bones. It tastes like regret and river water. The pulse has the texture of construction material. And yet, I chew with profound satisfaction, 'cause I earned this through wit, through daring, through the kind of creative problem-solving that would make Odysseus proud, or at least amused. As twilight paints Rome in shades of amber and smoke, I lean out my tiny window. Below, a vendor closes his stall for the evening, and there, momentarily unguarded, sits a basket of figs. Beautiful, plump, unattended figs. My mind already races. Diversion tactics. Escape routes. Perhaps my pigeon friend, the one I've been training with breadcrumbs. Tomorrow brings new adventures, new hungers, new opportunities. For now, I rest, satisfied with my day's conquest.